Hey everybody, it's Monday, Mentor Monday, and I got four more submissions, well, five more submissions to go through today. We're going to start with Stefania. Okay, Stefania, first note on this one, just just cut to the chase. Don't have a bunch of intro stuff. Just get to it. And on this first board here, I'm going to turn the volume down. There's not much storyboarding going on. It's mostly just some poses and a slow zoom in, so it doesn't really show what you can do as a board artist. So I'd recommend that if you want to use this audio clip, that you storyboard it out rather than just have some poses as the character talks. Now, the second one, Smash Cut, that has some more storyboard stuff. All right, and over to a warrior sitting by the water. Okay, now let's work on this drawing just a little bit. I spoke before about focal point. I'm going to do it again. What is the focal point of your drawing? Now, obvious, it's the warrior right here. And we see them pretty well because you've done a nice thing with a grayed out background. The character is white. I would suggest that you just get rid of some of this stuff, like this cloud here and this piece here, and let's a little bit of airspace. Now we can see the warrior just better. It just cleans up the space around it. Now, okay, there was a little, it looks like a ladybug, a beetle that lands on the hat here. This is that focal point thing again. What are we looking at? It's hard to tell. So you focus a little more energy on this about the bug, the ladybug. Keep going now. You have the character. Let's just make this a little bigger. You have the character looking at the rock. There's some red stuff in it. And he slices the water and the rock splits. I didn't get what the significance of the red stuff was on the inside or the beetle, the little ladybug landing over there. I missed, I don't know, something there I didn't quite get. Maybe you could explain that. The audio that you have running under the storyboard isn't doing a lot to help. So I'd suggest either sound effects or a different type of music, but tone the music way down like a jazz doesn't really, for me anyway, it doesn't really work for this type of a story. And overall, no, I wasn't quite sure what was going on, but the drawings are nice. I'm gonna do one more bit on here, another drawing to go over a couple things to show you how to simplify. Bring the saturation of the blue down a bit, and then simplify the character a little more, less lines. Next, we have Joyce with the Clone Wars. All right, let's get into it. So nice board, Joyce. I just clicked through this thing. It was really cool. A lot of action. And it took a while for the two stories to come together, which, you know, the one guy down below and then the other guy upstairs with the family. A couple of things I wanted to point out here. Let me get to it. All right, so this is cool. Closing the thing, putting out the fire, everything, turning off the light, putting the pistol away, getting the gun, cocking it, and then dun 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 sees a clone coming into the wall. It turns and shoots it. All right, that's all fine. Now this part here, where the hand comes to grab it. All right, you see this? It looks like he leans his neck in. What you're gonna want to do is separate the action here. And what I mean by that is we're gonna take, so this is panel A. Panel B is you're gonna take this hand and move it over and grab the guy and then pull him back. So you need an extra panel between here and here. So A, B, C, A, B, C, that one. Hope that helps there. Also, what you could do is just add a little bit of shading in here. That just kind of separates the dude from the background a bit, either there or shade out this spot. And then we see it's reaching through a hole and grabs the guy. And you could even just give this robot arm a color, separate it from the guy. That could also help. Make the gun bigger in frame, so like slides at us, fills the frame. You could even just add like a little, you know, extra tone to it. Anyways, you see this thing, you know, like boom, sliding a camera like that. This is cool. Love that shot. Clones falling, shooting more. Okay, on this one, bring that foot right in camera. Like he's running over us. It's all good. I like this bit here where the ceiling falls down and there's the gun and the clone's coming and the guy grabs it. You might want to explain that a little bit more. As the thing's falling down, he looks to the right, sees it, then he grabs the gun. This was cool. You have the moving camera, he's running up to the hole and he sees the guy and he saves him. That was cool. Nice job, Joyce. Overall, very nice. Just pay attention to some of your action stuff where you have things coming at camera. You want to explain that a little better in your drawings, but good job. Thanks for submitting. Okay, next up, Leo Beaudry. Hey, Leo, thanks for submitting. All right, these first shots coming in, establishing shots, nice. We see the school, and then this, and then this, and then this. Are we panning across? Like, I see this guy here with the headphones, and now he's over here. If this is a camera pan, you just might need a few more drawings to explain that because it looks like they're cuts. Okay, then we have this dialogue. They have a nice weekend now, and then they hear about this epic weekend about this girl and these dudes. There's a big party. Teacher comes in. I don't think you need this bit where she's like, "Let me find the keys." She's trying to get in. I just go right into the classroom. Nice drawings, by the way. This is really fun. Okay, bumps into the girl. Classroom. He's looking at the stuff. Okay, here, this kind of a shot where you have a wide shot and then you cut in close. You've established this guy facing to the right. He's still kind of facing the right. I think that works. All right, we got Pythagoras theorem. Hey, Beaudry. What? You broke my square. Are you happy? All right, your camera's probably up a little bit high here. I would do something more like, I mean, it's a nice shot. If the dude is good, let's put his chairs here, right? So then her desk is going to be here. Rather than seeing the top of her desk, because the camera's sort of low, we just have her leaning in, like, yo, homeboy. And if you put a little bit of body language in here, let's have the break here. You know, you broke my thing. You broke my square, even though it's a triangle shape. I know what it is. I know what it is. There we go. Now let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, now to get the full effect of this, erase that. Okay, all right. Now, do you see the difference there between that and that? And you could even like, you know, well, might as well. Let's shade Leo in here. Let's turn this back up. Now we create a little bit of depth in the drawing. So from there to there, it's like she's leaning. So that just strengthens your composition a bit. And also, we wouldn't really see these characters like this. Your other characters in the background would be down here. There's the other person in the back of the class. We adjust the camera to where it realistically is. Okay. You might have a ceiling back there, probably not. Anyways, there's how I'd suggest you do that. That way her head is higher than everybody else's. We go to this shot. Uh-oh, drew right on the front. Here, let me do this again. Okay, you do have her head higher than everybody else's, but you have this big tangent running through her head, and you have this other character kind of competing for space that's on the same level as this. So I think if you do what I was suggesting, boom, boom, there. Now we put her higher up, put everybody else considerably lower. It makes the composition a little stronger. So this is cool. I love the character design of this Zach guy. Teacher. Why is he off? He's not even in his own row. He's kind of off to the side. That's how cool he does the drawing. He's in love with Denzel Washington. Starts passing it around. This all works pretty good. Gets pounded on by the guy. Okay, to make this stronger, and you started to do it here. We could push this a little more. To really feel this punch, I suggest that you put his hand here and his face over here. Now, let's add a little bit of white to this so we can see what's going on. There we are. They were leaving a kind of a hole there. So that makes it just a little stronger. You're on the right path. I would just push a little forward, like really punch the guy. Um, see the difference? You can almost feel the impact. And also you could do that on the same this shot here, punching him in the gut. You could push that a little more, punching him on the face there. Um, so good job. I'd like to push to the hand lotion. No, it's the hand sanitizer. She had to touch the filthy kids or something. It's a funny joke. All right. And then he's like, wow, that's cool. You really took a hit. Come to the party. Here's the address. Yeah. And then this is I love this ending. It's like he had drew another character as Zach. He's flipping birds at McDonald's and she ignored him for the rest of the night at the party and the rest of high school. That's kind of fun having the actual character there. Good job, dude. Love it, Leo. Okay, next is Christina. And you have this really cool board with the tiger in it. Nice opening image to your portfolio. And then the storyboard here. Let's get to it. Um, okay. Okay, we start off with a kid running up. And she goes to this temple, but she transitions to somebody beat up, and everything in the background is beat up too. Runs to the door. This is all cool. Love this. The bushes and gets the temple back to real life, looking around for something. Okay, this shot here is cool, but it suggests that somebody's watching her. If that's what you wanted, great. If that's not what you wanted, maybe a different shot. So I don't really know what your intention was there. But back to the kid, it was a nice transition anyway. The little tiger, cute little tiger, he's got a rope on his neck, saves the tiger, claws her, and now we see the tiger's powers, like he heals her, which is cool, way cool. And they become friends. Then you have the yellow, oh yeah, step on the roof. Okay, I got a little confused here. This was cool where you see the tiger up there and she doesn't know what she's looking for. She runs out. Um, this part with two paws coming down is really cool. I think for me it conflicts with this because you already know you showed us there's a tiger on the roof. So when you get to this, it's not a suspenseful thing anymore. So one or the other, either the paws first or the tiger on the roof in the shadow. Jumps down and it's gonna claw her, and that's cool. We're just walking around. That's really cool. One thing I'd suggest that you do on drawings like this is not punch somebody. Could do, and it just makes it pop a little more, at least for her, is do the eyes white since you have the rest of this darkened out. So there we go. See how that she pops now a little better? I would do that. Okay, back to it. Tiger's angry and sees the yellow thing. Ooh, somebody I know. And remembers the girl pulling on her braid. Like there, and she's healed. And I'm glad you remembered, gives her a hug, and then my village needs help. So then this was a cool transition. I love this. That was great. Okay, back to okay, here. Giving the hug. Great drawing, but oh my gosh, there's so many lines. I don't know what I'm looking at. It takes a little bit. In a storyboard drawing, you want to be able to read it instantly. Like look at it and you can see exactly what's going on. So you've done a great drawing here. It's a little bit hard to find out exactly what's going on to giving a hug. So we could do a few things to simplify it and also pop it so that we can see a little better. Let me show you. So the first thing I would do is whiten the tiger's eyes, also brighten her and a little bit of shading out, which separates her from the background of the tiger. You could even simplify some of the lines on the tiger a little bit, so we just see it a little bit. I know I've kind of ruined your drawing by drawing some crappy stuff over the top of it, but hopefully you get the idea of what I'm talking about here. Overall, nice job, Christina. Very nice. Thanks for submitting something. Next is Aura. I think I said that right, Aura. And you did this really nice board about Ramadan. Okay. One comment. The dialogue went by really fast. I had to pause it to read it, but your drawing is super nice. Do a good job of the drawing. That also was very educational for me, learning a little bit about Ramadan. I knew of Ramadan, but I didn't know what it was. So that was cool to see. And I really liked your setup. This kid, he's fasting for the first time. He can barely do it. He's dying. It's 12 hours of I'm so hungry. In my religion, we fast once a month. And I remember as a kid being like struggling, like, oh, when's this over? I can do it okay now. All right, 2 more hours and then it's ready. Okay, so the thing here, this was good where he's being tempted. He sees the water, the KFC commercial. Mom's putting the food and takes it away. No, 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 another 2 hours. Sees the kid outside getting noodles. That's really good. You could even cut to like dogs eating their food or something. I don't know if that's a thing in this type of story. I like that he's drooling. And then you hear all that it kind of climaxes. He's got an eye twitch. He's cooking food. That's got to be tough. Mom's cooking food and you're fasting. This was good, but this climax here of like all the things. And then he thinks he can't take it anymore. The people go by and he runs and eats all the food. So that was cool. What I didn't get was a false alarm, and then he throws the table. I didn't understand the ending. What was the motivation behind doing that? Is he going crazy or something? But overall, really nice drawings, very clear, good sense of space in there. You've got the background separate from the foreground. I love that. Yeah, your drawings are great. Doing a good job with it. Thanks for submitting. I just had a little bit of trouble with the story. Now that could just be me. Oh, you know what? Actually, okay, I got a little tiny nitpick here. This drawing here, you could, if you wanted to. See, I have this negative space over here. I'd suggest that you could put the TV here. Right now, let's color out that negative space there. Let's get rid of nothing. And you could even just let's see, darken that in a little bit more. Let's see if that what difference that makes. Yeah, I think it strengthens the composition a little bit. I mean, it's a very nitpick thing. Your drawings are really good. You've done a good job with this. And thank you for submitting. That's it for Mentor Monday, September 9th. There's a link below to click submit stuff. I'll review it for next Monday. I'm behind a little bit, so I'm going to try and maybe do a Mentor Wednesday and catch up with some of the submissions that you guys have. I hope this helps everyone, and I'll see you next Monday.